All right. My name is Jayden Holden,
Hi, I'm Jared Bell.
and we had started a event planning for the UNT Colab Silent Disco and Gala for the College of Hospitality Management and Tourism. The reason that we have chosen to do so is to not only show our alumni the recognition, but to give them a fun time out for the night as rewards for their endeavors at UNT. Our main goal is to raise $7,500 for the College of Hospitality Management and Tourism, and showing appreciation to our alumni for choosing our college. The budget that we have been given is $5,000 from the University of North Texas, and with that, we have made this document to go over all of our expenses as well as what we hope to accomplish. We would like to thank UNT Colab for hosting the event with their beautiful venue. The big open room will allow for great environment for dancing and getting well to know others within the event. Here are a couple pictures to give an example of what it would look like. For the guest list, we will be sending invites as you see on the screen right now. We will also be adding an RSVP envelope so that way they can send back, so that way we know who is and who will not be coming. Uh, those who will be invited are at least 105 UNT alumni that have graduated within the past 15 years. The table settings for this event will start with the floor plans. We have been given the floor plans for said venue, thanks to UNT Colab. And we have also had a menu made for this event. It will be a buffet style with desserts, fruits, and a couple light snacks throughout the night, thanks to the Verde UNT catering. For the decor, as the theme suggests for the gala, a fun night out in the forest will go on more floral themes, something more woods light. So main colors that you'll see around the night would be green, brown, black, and white.
Okay. So, as you can see from the pictures above, the UNT Colab will take on remarkable transformations, to say the least, to accommodate our guests and to make our event as awesome as it can be. There's going to be a dedicated DJ area with, a professional setup to accommodate two DJs, as they will circulate different music throughout the experience, just kind of changing it up and keeping it light and just keeping the vibes going. Um, each DJ kind of has like their own music identity, to say the least. So they'll have maybe this DJ is doing this genre of music, and then the other DJ is doing maybe a slightly different genre of music. And then of course there's going to be a dance floor for with kind of a dynamic lighting with, LEDs and stuff like that, moving textures, fixtures, a nice mirror ball or a disco ball, you could say, given the silent disco theme. Um, Around the perimeter, there's going to be the food stations. Like you said, there's fruits, desserts, various finger foods, kind of stuff like that. Some tall tables to kind of have people be able to, stand and eat or sit down and eat. There's a The entire space is, the main theme is kind of the forest, but we also wanted to incorporate, UNT, of course. UNT is already green, so we have some UNT colors in there, of course. Some balloon columns, some, extra lighting displays with UNT branded content, just to kind of reinforce that school spirit while maintaining, obviously a elegant atmosphere, given it is a gala. And then can dive into a little more logistics. So if we can scroll down just a little smidgy, we've got a pretty down to the wire um, timeline, and we just wanted to kind of maximize the student interactions and just everything that's going on. So our event is going to it's going to start at 3 p.m. and it's going to end at 7 p.m. So, and the reason we've chosen this time is just to maximize student attendance while also kind of being not nobody wants to be there too late. So we just kind of want to get the evening started nice and end it nice. So the we'll do a pre-event setup for the event the evening before, so we can kind of check it out, make sure everything's good. And then the morning, I guess you could say the morning technical preparations will, well, not the morning, but like the early afternoon to get everything set up for a 3 o'clock start. So, everything's going to be starting at, or all of our setup's going to be two o'clock. So like the team's going to arrive. We're going to set up stage, lighting, AV setup, all the headsets for the, or the headphones for the silent disco. Make sure they're working, they're charged. We'll do a DJ sound check just to make sure everything's good. Um, and then at 3 o'clock, the doors will open. We will have welcome staff in position just to kind of greet everybody, make sure everybody knows where to go, what to grab, get your headphones, hang out, grab a snack, and the DJ will kind of give us a an announcement just to kind of start off the evening, just make sure everybody's on the same page, same vibe, and just kind of understand what's going to happen. So, yeah, let's see. We've got various little time periods where there's kind of it's dedicated to specific things. So, if you see there's a 4:30 to 4:45-ish, there's a synchronized dance. So we've got that to start off. There's going to be a dance competition with prizes and all sorts of goodies like that. Um, and then around 6 o'clock-ish, the DJs will start to do their final set. Everybody will get dessert. Um, we'll have an announcement just thanking everybody essentially for coming down and hanging out with us and enjoying our event. We've also got, so after that, it'll be the ending of the event, obviously. And then everybody will leave. We'll start collecting headphones, all that stuff, make sure everything's clean. Um, big equipment will start to break down and get it out of the building and just get pretty much everything cleared out, essentially. So that's pretty much it for the timeline there. We've got some parking information. We're utilizing all of, well, a good majority of the local parking that's in the area because if you're familiar with the Colab on Elm Street, the parking can be a little small, not a whole lot of parking going on. So we're utilizing the Wooten Hall Lot 41, which is the closest big parking lot that is under the name UNT. So it's about a 2-minute walk. There's 100 plus spaces, which is plenty to hold the entire function, but we've got other options. We've got, if you could scroll down just a smidgen there. Yeah, the Highland Street garage, which is the nice big 7-floor parking garage outside of the fairly close to the Union. It's a bit of a walk if you're walking. It does have over 600 spaces, and for that one specifically, the hourly rate will apply because there's really no getting around that. That would probably be the least desirable location to park, but I threw it in there just because, it is of access. And then you've also got lot 14, which is near like the academic or the general academic building, which is about a 5-minute walk, not too far. There's also 150 spaces there. And then after 5 o'clock, um, it's it's free. So, and that goes with lot 41 as well. All the lots that we provided are free besides the garage. We've got some reserve parking that's closer to the venue for staff and people that are working the event, and that would be we would give out special parking passes so that they don't get their cars towed, essentially. We've got signage throughout or near all the parking locations to guide um, all the goers to where they need to go, so they don't know where, so they don't get lost or anything like that. Um, we've got some handicap accessible parking also reserved near the Colab itself, so that it's easier to access for people who are handicapped. Let's see. We've got, yep. So yeah, I went over that. Rideshare is an option. It's not ideal, but it's basically a bus that would pick you up from probably the furthest lot, and it would take you to the venue if you didn't feel like walking, which is completely optional. We've taken into consideration the size of the building. Um, it may not be the largest building from the pictures, but it does fit about 100 115 people or so. So we're, well, more like 125-ish. So we are doing that. Let's see. For staffing, obviously we need people to run this thing. So we have um, Jayden and I would be the event managers, overall supervision of the event, make sure everything's running smoothly, everybody's doing what they need to do, everybody's where they need to be. We've got the two DJs. We've got some AV technicians just in case something goes wrong with the, audio or visual, anything like that. We've got a couple people distributing headphones for the silent disco itself. We've got some food service staff, which are only there for like the first hour and a half or so, and then they come back at the end to kind of clean everything up. But the reason they're only there for the first hour and a half is because it's free for the first hour and a half. So we went ahead and went with that, which was good. We've got a couple people greeting and checking in people, make sure they have their invitation, make sure, we're getting a good amount of people, but also not too many people because, the venue only holds so many. We've got some, you could say, assistants to Jaden and I to kind of help us do our jobs along the way. We've got security personnel, which is provided by the UNT police, um, which is good, local. We've got people that are helping people at the parking lot. So essentially, if the signs don't help you, there's people there to help you guide you to where you need to go. Um, and then we've got the Colab liaison, which is there's two coordinators for the Colab, so whichever one decides to be there at the time um, will be our Colab liaison. Yeah, right. Well,
All
and
right.
that's it. And these are our references there.